Napoli is having one hell of a season. They've been so good this season, we're certain that Maradona's still smiling down on them. They are runaway leaders in Serie A and are in the running to win the Champions League this season for the first time in their history. If Napoli does win the Scudetto, it will be their first in over 30 years. Today, Napoli's starting 11 is a cast of characters so many people haven't heard of until now, but have managed to hit their prime just at the right time. This begs the question, why is Napoli the most feared team in Europe? Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified of our latest videos. Let's get right into it. Glorious recruitment. If we're being honest, the scouting guys in Napoli have done the best piece of business this season. For just 10 million euros, they recruited Georgian wonderkid Kvaratskhelia, or Cavadonia as the Napoli Ultras call him, who is tearing the Serie A apart. In his first season, the 22-year-old has recorded 22 goals and assists in 24 games, all while giving the fans a treat to exceptional dribbling reminiscent of the great Maradona. He's one of the few players to have hit double figures in goals and assists this season. Mind you, it is his first season of Italian football. Speaking of incredible Napoli business, they signed Kim Min-jae for just 18 million euros, and he's more than played his money's worth this season. While Kim's signing may go under the radar for some, the fact that he's made so many Napoli supporters forget they ever relied on Koulibaly is why he's probably the bargain of the season in defence for the Giardini. They also signed Anguazia for 14 million euros, who's been an absolute beast in midfield as well. Going into the 2022-2023 season, Napoli let go of players like captain Lorenzo Insigne, the club's top goal scorer Dries Martins, captain Ospina, and the monumental centre-back Caledonia Koulibaly, who were, by every aspect, the spine of the old Napoli team. Spalletti replaced them with young, inexperienced players. While most fans did not expect much of the new signings, Spalletti was careful in choosing these players who could dominate possession while scoring at ease. Everyone expected this season to be a transition season for Napoli, but when they thrashed Liverpool 4-1 in the Champions League and followed up with a rapid 6-1 over Ajax, everyone sort of kind of knew Napoli was in business. In the first half of the season, they amassed 50 points and lost only 5 games all season. They've handed Juventus a 5-1 thrashing, their biggest defeat in 30 years. They are currently 16 points ahead of second place, and the Scudetto is a matter of when, not if, this is the time for them. Osimhen-Kvaratskhelia partnership. There's no way we can talk of Napoli's sensational season without their two gunners up front. Kvaratskhelia signed for just 10 million euros, and he has taken Serie A by storm. He has the joint highest assist in the league this season and is tearing it up in the Champions League as well, being the joint top assist provider. In the attack, Kvaratskhelia partner in crime, Victor Osimhen, has also proved himself as a lethal weapon. Since his stint at Wolfsburg, Osimhen has turned himself into a proper marksman. He's somehow managed to make his mask a signature sign too. Osimhen has always been prolific for the club, but this season he's been a completely different animal in front of goal. He's already hit 30 goals and assists this season, but he brings way more with him. His immense physicality and willingness to offer himself for plays make him a real asset up front. His tireless running up front creates space for his fellow attackers, and with his back to goal, his link-up play has improved with each passing game. Let's not forget the staggering leap the striker's got on him too. He is well on course to become the first African Capocanarari this season. Now, apart from these two stars up front, Napoli has also stocked themselves up front with Irving Lorenzo, Giovanni Simoni and Giacomo Rappasadori. All the credit for bringing the best out of these players has got to go to Luciano Spalletti. Spalletti Masterclass. At the root of everything good and rosy about Napoli's football is Napoli's manager Luciano Spalletti. Spalletti was Inter Milan's manager in the 2019-2020 season, but after leaving his position as manager, he took some time off to hone his tactical forte a little better. Since taking over from Gattuso in 2021, Spalletti has turned Napoli into an entirely different team. He's done such a tremendous job. In his first season, he got Napoli into the Champions League and has slowly built his team up. While Napoli has become an ultra-attacking sensation, there's been a method to the madness by Spalletti. Aside from developing ultra-attacking instincts, Spalletti has infused his aim for glory into his players. There was no transition period in all of these. He got straight down to business. He let go a pillar of players who were irreplaceable by many and replaced them with younger, inexperienced players to be moulded to how he'd love to play. Anti-Italian football. Italian football for a long time has been built on defence and rigid tactics, but this season Napoli has flipped the entire script on its head. They've become ultra-attacking geniuses, with every player eager to leap forward and grab themselves a goal or two. From defenders like Mario Rui and Giovanni Lorenzo flying forward to midfielders, Lobotka, Anguissala and Zielinski maintaining the tempo of the game, they keep their foot on the gas all game. It's not just us saying it. Ask Juventus after the masterclass rout they had to endure at the start of the season, or the thumping melted out to Liverpool in the Champions League. Napoli has shown the Italians another brand of football, an exciting one, full of goals and extraordinary surprises. Players like Simone and Raspadori have added loads of dynamism and to how the team plays. Set-piece tactics. Another integral aspect of Napoli's success this season has been their ability to score from set pieces. Even periods of the game where they aren't playing too well, they are adept at scoring from set pieces, giving them an extra tool in their armoury. They are the only team to average a goal from every 16 corners in the Italian Serie A this season. It may not seem too much, but when you consider that they've averaged 11 corner kicks per game this season, it just shows how effective their set-piece tactics really are. The fans in the Estadio Diego Armando Maradona. Napoli's success is surely not because of the players and the coach. The fans have been a huge part of the journey. Napoli has only ever won the Scudetto twice in their history, and they have Maradona to thank for both of their Scudetto wins. To honour his passing and his role in the club, they named the stadium after him, and it has never been the same ever since. With over 45,000 fans gathered in the Estadio Armando Maradona each matchday cheering the team on, it is little wonder visiting teams are drowned in relentless pressure all game. It's absolute bonkers in Naples every matchday. The fans have invented chants for almost every Napoli player this season, and it is just showing just how well the players depend on the support of the fans. At this rate, Napoli could win the Scudetto in April, but do you think the Azzurri can be stopped in the Champions League this season? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. While you do that, check out the biggest meltdown in football history in this video, and subscribe so you get the first ring once we have a new video. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.